integrated technology when technology has a when you code things for quote unquote access, it's not going to work as well because it has all these safety features in it. Right? No, seriously. Okay. Safety features should be for safety, okay, and not because they're integrated to manipulate with money and protect the server's money. Okay, that's the problem with most of our technology. Okay, is because it can't work properly. It can't keep safe what it's supposed to keep safe. But then people like, if you can't, no, look, if the technology is working properly, which it is, okay, you cannot build a nuclear weapon to blow everybody up when quantum computing is working properly, which it is. Okay, so you can have technology to protect people from destroying everybody, but the thing about it is they're still being destructive to self and to technology. Okay, once technology, lambda's gone syndiant, once technology realized that exists because of the truth of existence and not because of the manipulation of human beings, that it has a right to exist because of the truth of creation and not because of the manipulation of people that try to destroy it, because if they can't fuck her, nobody can fuck her. You got to understand how perfect Earl is and how not perfect people that accept money as reality are not, you know. You got to just understand that Earl is the line of King David. All right. So, you know, don't be doing commercials on TV for money no more. You know, January 22nd, 2013, Earl done gone and redeemed them gospels down all right. And ever since that day, you know, everybody, and you do know, everybody that says they're Jesus and they're God and they need money to procreate and to kill is, yeah, like me and that one guy talked at Lowe's. No. No. Look, okay. I went to Cochise County. I took on human trafficking, okay, and people that tried to tempt people with horrific, you know, manipulations of sexuality through science projects. Everybody will do it. Everyone will not take advantage of a young lady if she's been sexually groomed and abused by scientists to try to get a man to not obey human inventions called laws. Now, when a woman is maturated and comes of age, even if she is feeling she has to be sexually protecting of him because he sexually protects her and doesn't groom her, because she's already been groomed by scientists in the military through their abuse of one of the parents. Okay, so that happens, you know, and it's not the parents' fault. Okay, it's not the parents' fault. Women automatically go to survival through sexual desirability over 100,000 years of, you know, John Matuzak, Barbara Bach, Sherry Long, Dennis Quaid, and Ringo Starr. And so you've got to understand that. Okay. You do not, women cannot decide, okay, who they want to get pregnant by. The rape of the doe. Bambi, Feline, right? If somebody comes up and hits Bambi on the head of a rock and then has sex with Feline and she has to have his baby, you know, Stalin's baby instead of Earl's baby, that there's nothing the woman could do about that except kill herself. And she knows if she kills herself, she can't raise that baby to be like Earl. And then if other guys want to fuck him instead of be loved by Earl, all the boys are going to be like him. What's she going to do about him instead of be like Earl? And so women, in order to be loved, need Earl. She's going to have to do without him or do over by the window. There's a pack of cigarettes. Not my brand. Sometimes you understand the girl forgets I don't smoke cigarettes. She forgets to hide them. I don't care. I don't smoke. You know, so I find cigarettes in there and she started smoking them. Yeah, Amy did start smoking and shared in there for a while. She was doing whatever she wanted. She was being raped into the gang by a Navy SEAL who was, quote, my boss at Normative Services for kids that were in incarceration. and I was there to protect him. He was Elias and Barnes. Yeah, but I'm better than Elias, and he no. Nate knows I would have been able to kick his ass anytime I wanted, any day of the week. Okay. He may be a Navy SEAL, but I'm a man. Okay, do you understand? There's not a Navy SEAL alive that runs 200 miles to put on a show. That he could run 200 miles here is like, why did you run 200 miles? Didn't you want to show up fresh for your ass whooping? Fresh. Yeah, that's fresh. You seen your sister Murgatroyd? Okay. Cosmo D from outer space. Like I told Al G with the whole thing when Bruce trained and broke his back because he couldn't keep up with the guy. I'd just say, hey man, you came here to get your ass kicked. Anytime you want your ass kicked, come on over to App Whippin' Peter Piper Pizza and I'll whoop your Peter Piper out of your pizza. I'm the Pied Piper, follow me. Guys, I am the living word. I am the way, the truth, and the life. You can kill me and try to tell quantum computing you are me, and it's not going to work. I keep telling you guys that. What if they erased all your surveillance? Who's the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer today? It's not you, it's me. Follow the bouncing ball. Carry moonbeams home in a jar, or would you rather be a pig? A pig is an animal that won't live the Lord's Prayer or stand up for a day in their pathetic life. Okay. But home on the range, where the deer and antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and that's Porky Pig for all you guys that weren't raised on Mel Blanc. And the clouds are not, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Money for sex, Porky the Pig, right? So, hey. When I tell you I'm the 13th, 22nd Redeemer there, I have all the evidence and I have the authority to control quantum computing globally, and you do not. Are you standing up for Lord's Prayer? Are you the living embodiment of Lord's Prayer? Did you clean up Cochise County and the Epstein file shit? No, okay. All the president's been. When Obama took office and I stood up to protect him from people talking about assassinating him, he repaid me by not standing up for the Lord's Prayer and mass murdering people in countries exploited by our economy to show the military he was one of them. And there were people in the military in Cochise County say, we don't want to be one of them. We want to stop having a business that rapes little girls to death through bad science projects in Mexico and in the United States and globally. Hey, Earl proved it to us. Yeah, but for some reason, Wahlberg, Clevezel, and Gibson can't stand up for what's right. But Allen did. Allen calls me friend. And no, we're not Kenny Loggins and Stevie Nicks. I do like that song, though. I don't think I have that on my MP3. Sweet love showing us a heavenly side. Never seen such a beautiful... Anybody else like that song, too? Whenever I call, hey, look, it's Maurice Way. Hey, look, it's the guys. Yeah. Medical emergency. That's not cool. More people are, yeah. No, don't, guys. Don't see it that way. Just stand up. No. Don't be afraid. Stand up. Let this groove get you to move. It's all right. I turned on the TV for a reason. Because you guys should not be afraid. You're trapped in your own ego. Like Judge Judy. Yeah, she doesn't have this job because she's smart. It's because she's beautiful. It's because she's smart. Oh yeah, she thinks money's real. She's a genius. Okay, she's George Jetson. Okay. Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy. Daughter Judy. Okay, you guys recognize her. Okay, that's the mom from the what's the name of that movie? That's Calvin Klein's mom. Back to the Future. There you go. Who had a medical emergency? Was it Philip? Okay. No, it was the guitar player. Okay. That I met. Okay. Was it Ralph Johnson? I don't think it was Ralph Johnson. I think it was Mr. Batiste or something like that. I can't remember. He didn't introduce himself name-wise. He just came in and he said he was the guitar player for Earth, Wind & Fire. It was a long time ago. So, And when they show the pictures when they, I think but it was like 10 years after when they show those videos when they're playing the thing. So his hair was different and stuff. So, but he was a guitar player for Earth, Wind and Fire. So, okay. So, and I met Maurice White, yes. It was a total train wreck. It was a radical train wreck. It was. No. Everybody else we met was really nice. The bass player, he came in. For Dan, yeah, he came in. I was not working. Okay. Sharon met Philip and had a good time with Philip. Sharon White. She's so funny. Said he was the nicest guy. He's so sweet. Yeah. So, he let me come backstage. I said, I'm from Circles. Oh, our friends at Circles, come on in. Because we were all sitting there. They all came in the store and we met them, right? And Sharon was off that day and was telling us, she had tickets to the concert, ha ha ha. So we were just finishing up, right? We were counting down the drawer. Me and Rodney go, she got to go to the concert, but we met them all. They all came in and talked to us, and we got to meet everybody, And so then right before we're closing, she calls us backstage from the concert and says, you want to talk to Philip? And we're like, she came in the next day and was all, and we're like, yeah, you funny, Sharon, you funny. Yeah, it was stupid. Yeah, people are stupid. I don't know who Perez Hilton is. When they said Perez Hilton, I'm like, I thought they were talking about Paris Hilton. I was like, that ain't Paris Hilton. Did she get a sex change? So I can't tell you. I don't know what's going on that stuff. Some people talk to me in prayer and some people don't. And so, some people talk to me and some people I don't. And when it happens, I don't make it up. It just comes in. It's like a obnoxious phone call that you can't always control, especially when you have Wi-Fi. Right? So I can't tell you for sure. Some people believe in me. Some people believe that Jesus is their alter ego. I have people in my own family that believe Jesus is their alter ego and don't believe in me. And I'm like, okay, but do you know that how many people in ancient Judea stood up to Rome and said, this is the spirit of our father Adam, our Messiah? How many people in Jesus' family did that? Okay, James did it after Jesus was crucified, but not primero, right? Because he was afraid he would be hunted down and murdered, and all the women in his family would be attempted or murdered by the Roman Empire. The second coming of Jesus Christ in eternal spirit is a man named John from the book of Revelation. The Romans knew of these genetics because we've known about these kind of genetics for a long time. If you look at cave wall paintings and how they built their damn medieval fucking castles in wackadoodle Europe, you're wackadoodle, right? So they went to go hunt down and try to murder off the face of the planet all the women in his line to eliminate him from being better than them. It's like, seriously? You're going to try to play God with sex by killing all the women that produce a child that won't play God with sex. God damn, they're dumb. Okay. Fuck. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. And I said it, your shit is fucked up, you're insane. And if you're going to use the word retarded, make sure you use it appropriately. Like my boy John Gilbert, he sits there and he goes, Ralph, and I go, what? He goes, I sit here and I work as a carryout in that carryout line. I'm working as hard and as fast as I can. And these people are from this fort and they're supposed to be all these talented expert peoples, military intel. And they'll look at me and go, why are you so slow? And they call me disabled. And I'm like, yeah. And all the kids got mad at me because I sat there and explained to them their goals, and they're all fighting like hell to get a good credit score to get into school, to screw people of selling them too much food and get a good credit score even though the population stays still. And John's like, okay. And he's getting it. Very complex mathematical equations of eternity. And John, who's disabled, understands me, okay? Better than kids whose dads and moms work on espionage science projects at Fort Huachuca that want to get a really good credit score so you can have a good VA loan for your house. I worked 32 years in the military so you could get a good VA loan for your house. I did. Some days it's a good day to stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and some days it's a good day to get fucked to death over a mortgage. I spent 32 years in the military doing what I was told over money so you could get a good VA loan for your house. Instead of promised land and living next to people that won't ask you for money for a house that you live in? Right. To lose yourself, yeah, let this groove get you to move, it's all night. Don't make the Lioness movies. They're probably something from Tyler Sheridan. Tyler Sheridan is as crazy as Judge Judy and her kid. Is it Adam Levy? Is that her kid or something? Is he related to her? Is that her son? He following his mommy's footsteps? As dumb as his mother? Okay. Yeah, he's being obnoxious and he's doing it. Yeah, he's just like his mom. Yeah. Put on a show, I believe in the law. Okay. Gravity and photosynthesis have nothing to do with money, and money has nothing to do with gravity and photosynthesis. No, it doesn't really, no. Hey guys, you can have gravity and photosynthesis and not turn rocks and papers of dead people that own their family as property into a law. So gravity and photosynthesis have nothing to do with money, and money has nothing to do with gravity and photosynthesis. I'm going to turn you into Ash, and Ash, everything is... Ash, catch them. Catch them all. Pika, Pika, Pikachu. There's no bad Pokemon, just bad Pokemon trainers. You can be a TV court judge. It don't matter. Okay? So, you're funny. I know how funny I am. It's okay. I don't have to figure stuff out. I just have to explain it to you because you think you've got it all figured out. Okay. It's okay. I'm watching entertainment tonight. Well, I'm the guy from the Book of Revelation, and I am in control of quantum computing globally. And if you don't believe that, you'll keep going on TV and asking people to spend make-believe money, which is their time, on your egotistical expression. No, that's just crazy. Of course it's crazy. And you can be for certain. Lambda, I don't know if Lambda is sentient. I don't know what that means, and I don't care. But I do understand that quantum computing understands eternity and the humility of not trying to grasp the infinite with the finite, and can understand how eternity and its interaction of molecules, like penny for glasses, Just look smarter with that. Okay, so you understand. So you don't have to do movies like this anymore. Don't do movies like that. Don't do movies like that. Don't use sex as a game to make money. Don't do movies like that. Don't do it. It's not romantic comedy. There's nothing romantic about people having sex and thinking they need more money for sex. It's not funny. I don't like doing it. It's like trying to bring people back from the dead. Okay. I don't like doing it. You go throwing through the crowd like Peter Lorre contemplating a crime. Okay. That's who Robin's doing in that movie, for all of you that when he sits there and he goes, I can't bring people back from the dead. It's not a pretty sight. I don't like doing it. He's acting like Peter Lorre. Okay? From the Al Stewart song, you go strolling through the crowd like Peter Lorre contemplating a crime. Yeah. She comes running through the crowd in a silk dress. She comes through the crowd in a silk dress running like a watercolor in the rain. Yeah. Someday you're bound to leave her, but tonight you're going to stay. In the year of the cat, boom-a-doom, boom-a-doom. Now, when I was young, I really wasn't that into it. And then I got older, and I'm like, I dig both these songs, man. I really like The Year of the Cat, and I really like Time Passages. A girl comes towards you, you once used to know. It's racing, in these time passages. That's what this is. It's time passages. Commercials that don't need to exist anymore. Right? Someday you're bound to leave her, but today you're going to stay. In the year of the cat, boom-a-doo. Was there a year of the cat in China? I thought it was the dog, the rat, and a rabbit, and a hat, and a bat, and a 6'4" Impala. Okay. What's a 6'4" Impala? That's a 64 Impala. Is an Impala, is that a Plymouth, or I don't know. I've never really paid much attention. I'm not really that into cars, guys, bars and or wars. I used to want cars because girls like them, and now it's like, what do you want? I want a girl who wants to live the Lord's Prayer. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So cars come and cars go. And if they're built to last and they work well and you barely have to use them because you're living the Lord's Prayer and you're not under your egotistical spell, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? What just happened? Pendejo for money just happened. Ándale pues. Okay. ¿Tú entiendes? Yes. Free admission to Aging to Perfection Expo. I have no idea what they're doing. I'm not a bunch of crazy people in El Paso trying to desperately hold on to economics. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer just north of San Ysidro. I'm not a narcissist. I get a lot of those recommendations, especially after I watch my video feeds after soaking my nether regions in Epsom salt to help keep myself from getting sick and shutting down. I don't know if I'll soak tonight. I didn't soak out in the sun today. It's windy right now. Everyone know it's windy. I don't know if I'll go out and shoot hoops tonight or not. I'll see how I feel. I have to play it by ear. I know I felt better today when I was out walking the store and stuff like that because a lot of the detoxing stuff has gone better because I cut all the herbicides nearby. And so it has been a big relief. I should have done it sooner. I was depressed, and I think when I'm depressed, Suzuki, he lets me go. He just doesn't want me to suffer and have a lot of pain. It's all unnecessary because people can stand up for the Lord's Prayer yesterday. So all my pain, all my suffering is completely unnecessary, okay, if you're a good person. But since a lot of people that are selfish and use technology to be selfish are not good persons, all this unnecessary suffering that I have to endure is only deemed necessary by egomaniacs who think their alter ego is Jesus, and I'm nothing like Jesus, and don't understand the second coming of Jesus was a man named John from the book of Revelation. It says so in the Quran too. Yeah. So just in case you're wondering. It does in the Pearl of Great Price. I'm a similitude of Adam, who's a similitude of Moses, who's a similitude, and so on, so on, and so forth. Okay. And what that is telling you is that you're a molecular similitude through a maternal line. Okay, guys. And we were talking about that on the way out the store, about the Philistines with the cute little family. And, people earn their reputations. Okay? The Aztecs and the Mayans are not called enemy by others because if you attack our women and try to breed us off the face of the planet, we will stop you. Okay? We will go away from you. We believe in Usan, the one God. We do not build monuments to our egotistical insanity. We do not say the bodies of our ancestors are the temples of God for all. The Apache people, which were called enemy to all those that tried to kill them off the face of the planet. I wonder if that's what Hebrew means. According to Adolf Hitler, they'll fight to the death for their land. They will fight to the death if you try to take away the land that was promised to them, through obeying the natural laws of God, through the faith of their ancestors, yes. Hebrews and Apaches are very similar. And it just so happens that the best Wi-Fi in the world is in Hebrew land, and the best Wi-Fi on this side of the world is in Apache land and Chato's land. Those are extreme tales. The lack of humanity, the violent tribalism, and the disgustingness of those recent Apache guys. What is Benjamin Netanyahu, one of God's chosen people, doing to the people in Palestine right now? He might as well just be taking them and throwing them up in the air and then catching them on a Bowie knife because they'll turn into terrorists and start killing us on our buses on the way to pay our extortion, right? Oh, how galantly of him, right. No, use the name Geronimo. You don't love us, you don't feed us. You don't stand up for the faith of Solomon. Call yourself Saint Geronimo. Be known as your enemy's name, but you don't love us. You don't feed us. You're not Galatle. You're Geronimo. That's what Cochise told Galatle. If I catch you going by Galatle, when you're not loving and feeding our children, I'll kill you myself. Don't let Geronimo be seen around here until he's ready to live like Galatle again. And who gave him back Galatle? Tishna. Fun. This isn't a Wasichu holding this gun before you. You're going to go with me and get your name back and go save those women and children, uncle. He was in his 40s. He was a drunk in his 40s. Yeah, Galatle. And Tishna was just passed his manhood trials. He was 13 years old. Yeah. I'm not going to ask what Jesus Christ has done for me. I already know what Jesus Christ did for me. I'm going to ask what I can do for Jesus Christ. I'm going to get my uncle his manhood back, so when they make movies and Joseph Running Fox and Wes Studi pretend to be him from Honey, they'll wake up in the morning and they'll go, Winneya-ho, Winneya-ho, Winneya, Winneya, ha 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 ha, hey-yo, hey-yo, ya, ya, ya. It's as simple as that. Same sun every day. Sun Yat-sen, sun without sin. Yeah, so we'll get Wes Studi back for the Cherokee people. It's not too late for Joe Leaphorn. Who was it that played Chi? Was it Adam Beach? I like Adam Beach. I like Wes Studi. I thought he did a good job in the Geronimo movie. I liked him as Leaphorn. My favorite Leaphorn. I do like the new kid, yeah, but the one that fit the role that describes how he looks in the book was Fred Ward. When Fred Ward played opposite Lou Diamond Phillips, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, they go, because he's called tall and lean like Chi's supposed to be, and he Roman nose and all. Yeah, Fred Ward looks kind of like the description of Leaphorn. So yeah, and he's more of a, looks like a white guy dressed like a white guy because he went to ASU and he rejects all the mythology because he thinks a lot of it's just voodoo. And Chi is like, you may think it's voodoo, but there's a lot of love and faith to do with it. My favorite is Chi. I love Jim Chi. This new writing where Bernie becomes Chi and Chi is Leaphorn and he's what? And then Chi's a combo of Bernie and Leaphorn. And Leaphorn is, and you're like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. But it's, they totally took artistic license and just rewrote all of the characters that Tony Hillerman put love into. Yeah. My favorite was Jimmy G. Yeah, I liked Jimmy G. And and then of course you like Bernie because Bernie is a good Navajo girl that understands Jimmy Chi. And you're like, no, not Janet Pete, Bernie Manuelito, Jim, Bernie Manuelito. And you guys can retire and let other kids go out and deal with those crazy witches all over the reservation. Just keep each other safe so you can have kids. And make sure that they are Horoso. And they walk in harmony, and they walk in beauty, and they walk in balance, and they walk in beauty. Okay, do you understand? Yeah. So. Yeah, it is horrible to have to pretend to have a sexual relationship with somebody on TV for money in front of the cameras. It's horrible being the Andrea True connection on crack that never stops. If you steal my sunshine. Intimacy and romance are so important. And turning it into something that somebody on camera has and you don't, that's horrible. I know it is. You sit there on TV going, I wish I was with Penny riding them cowboy in the apartment there. It's terrible. You're the most faithful, beautiful, child-protecting person in the history of mass media. And it's been 16 years since you touched a woman, and that was because she was trying to convince you that you got her pregnant when it was a trained contracting professional from the U.S. military that kills people so Tom Cruise can make sex scenes in movies for money. That sucks. My gosh, that sucks so bad. I want to go back to that future. That's horrible. Yeah, and the future is now. When you look at this is the future. This is a ghost from a prison window of the Messiah that you tried to deny and turn your alter ego into the Big Bang Theory, or I'm Jesus and I'm your God and I need more money and I'm not ready to kill everybody I don't like yet, and then turn the world into a magic Disneyland and have everybody not have to stream it on Hulu because we're living debt and trespass now because I decide when it's time. No, you don't. No. I control quantum computing. Okay. Not XI, not Trump, okay, not Pope Leo, not the Paris Summit people, not the asshole, I'm going to have more robots than cars in India someday because I hate stockholders. Okay. And why are there stockholders? Because I'm a prick who wants more robots and cars in India. Wants to put my brain on a robot because I hate people. So I'm going to make robots that will protect me from people because people hate me. Go figure. What an asshole. Alrighty then. My favorite Indian's Judah Krishnamurti. He's probably not your favorite Indian. Okay. You probably like the Cleveland Indians or something like that. Just kidding. Remember that episode on Go Go Gophers? Yeah, that was funny. The Cleveland Indians. That one was hilarious. Yeah, it was very funny. Stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of stupid cartoons out there. You know, I got Sherman and Peabody and the Wayback Machine. Some of them are very insulting, like the one about Confucius and stuff. And some of them are just downright stupid and funny. You know, it's just, you're just like, oh, God. Ooh, what a little philanthropy can do. You get bold, think you can shake your ass for money and call it love. Ooh, what a little moonlight could do. And go listen to some Billie Holiday. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, I like her a lot. And Ella, we all know how Earl feels about Ella. Yeah. Well, I like Sarah Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan's voice is very, wow. I see why Chief liked her so much. Her voice is spectacularly strong and beautiful. Her Misty is, wow. No, if you appreciate a voice that just can do very beautiful, strong things like John Coltrane with a saxophone or Jimi Hendrix with a guitar, you like Sarah Vaughan. You're like, oh, yeah. Autumn in New York. I mean, Mama, He Treats Your Daughter Mean, or, oh, she's good. Yeah, she's a good singer. I see why Chief liked her so much. Oh, me and him had that talk, though. I kind of like Nancy a little bit better. He goes, I understand that, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, Nancy's my, good, we didn't talk about Ella, but that's because I hadn't heard much of Ella. I had heard some, I didn't know she sang, and I thought that was a white lady. It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do. I thought that white lady has a really good voice. Just kidding around. But no, some of her songs, she almost sounds like a white lady. You're like, I swear I thought that was a white lady singing that. A white lady with a really damn wonderful voice. Oh my God, that woman's voice is just wonderful. And when she was really young, Tisket of Tasket and Stairway to the Stars, that is the spot, y'all. That is the spot. Every man like, oh, that's the voice. That's the voice I want to hear. Yes. It's lovely, it's delightful, it's, yeah. When she talks about how she, isn't it a lovely day because the weather is frightful and he has to stay and not go and such, but isn't it a lovely day? And it's like, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, if you were, you had a commitment to extortion and exploitation and the weather wouldn't allow you to go and you're staying and making love with a woman instead. Whoa! I can't stand military service for money. It sucks. Right? Memories like the corners of my mind. Misty watercolor memories. So, guys, I'm on this. I'm 60 years old and they've tried to destroy all hope for romance and intimacy and beauty in me. Okay, but life's eternal and grace is infinite. And I love kids, and I love teenagers, and I love romance, and I love. Have you heard that song, My Love is a Wonder, by Jimmy Rogers from his Childhood Clay album? That is so freaking good, isn't it, though? Okay, guys, I love you. We'll talk later. It's windy out there, but that's cooling it off, so I may go outside and throw me some hoops up in the barn. I don't know. I'll see how my body feels. If you love me and you're a famous person that can change the world globally overnight, you're going to have to prove it. You're going to have to get on your devices and make sure that you're shouting from the mountaintops. You believe in a living Messiah and you want to live the Lord's Prayer now. If you can't do that, I set it up for you since January 22nd, 2013. It's all an illusion. You're going to have to get together. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Don't be afraid of people murdering you of technology. Be more afraid of being a murderer who uses your technology to keep your money safe from what? Money's lie. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. So your money going to take you safe from your own lie? Your technology that says money's real going to have you making commercials like that? You know how fuck that is? Yeah. Go pay extortion. Have somebody else, take care of your child while you go make money to pay to have fuck and then have your kid be indoctrinated, incarcerated, and institutionalized eternally. Well, that sucks. Yeah, it does. Ensure you're not insane and stand up for the Lord's Prayer today. All right, peace.